company, they are very giant because they have money, they have power, they are educated, they know how to lobby the leaders. And you know the African countries, many countries, of course, can be easily corrupted. So they are using this chance for the African leaders, you know. Here is Manyoni, and this is the area that you are showing you here is the water resource from water supply from Manyoni town. During the rain time, the whole area have to be flooded, and these people are using to farm rice. This that we write here, pad is enough. So the whole area you see is thousands of hectares. And we're starting from the main road, you see, from the main road until here. The whole area, the thousands of hectares that people are farming. Also the exploration has been done here. The company, they say, uranium mining is like mineral with others. And the uranium mining is very environmental friendly. So even you can have the mining here, also the water supply the same place will be no problem. They know very well this problem will not starting tomorrow. It's not starting 2 days, let's say in the few year beginning. This they know the company well. After finishing the old mining, the problem will come behind. They are not there anymore. So who is going to pay for this risky?
Es gibt hier, besonders in Afrika, aber eigentlich in anderen Ländern auch, wo Uran abgebaut wird, immer das Problem, dass die Menschen nicht informiert werden. Man steht morgens auf und es steht ein Bohrgerät neben der Hütte sozusagen, so schnell geht das. Niemand hat davon gewusst und das ist der normale Umgang der Regierungen damit, weil sie einfach nur Verträge machen hinter irgendwelchen Vorhängen mit irgendwelchen internationalen Konzernen, die Menschen aber nie einbeziehen.
The conference in Dodoma, at least we succeed because we exceed the number even with the people who expected to come to the conference. This I mean that we get more than the number that we was planning. So for me, I think this is really a good outcome because we have a lot of trouble. So the authorities, they are trying to intimidate people, stopping people to come to the conference. But actually we managed to get a lot of people.
Last night we were privileged enough and lucky enough to see and hear the story from traditional people here of the rainstones that guarantee water in this very dry part of your beautiful country. And one of the concerns that we have in Australia, which is also a very dry country, is that uranium uses and abuses. It consumes and contaminates large volumes of water.
Many of these things cause cancer, as well as birth defects.
Actions cannot come without help. They must try to get local radio for this, for spreading the ideas. And also they must collaborate with the other structures fighting against uranium, not only in Africa, but in all over the world. We are together. We are with you. We are in the same boat and we are doing the same struggle.
To maintain the positivity of what we've just had today, I'm calling upon the local communities not to listen to what the government has to say, or maybe try to bribe them in one way or another to deny whatever we've just told them today. And if there is any possibility to have printed materials that will be in form of Swahili, so that all the community area people can have that access to the information that you have just obtained from here.
Ich fand es beeindruckend zu erleben, dass mitten in der Woche über 500 Leute oder um 500 Leute aus sehr dörflichen Regionen mit dem Aufwand von mehreren Stunden Anfahrt von 10 bis 18 Uhr hochkomplizierte Vorträge angehört haben. Es war spürbar, dass die diesen Uranabbau nicht wollen. Es war spürbar, dass die dieser Regierung nicht vertrauen. Und das war schon ein Erlebnis zu sehen, wie eine sehr einfache Landbevölkerung hier dieses Ganze mitgemacht hat und den Organisatoren ja auch gesagt hat, es ist genau richtig, dass ihr kommt, wir brauchen eure Hilfe, wir brauchen eure Informationen. Das fand ich sehr bewegend.
here as doctors, we have no vested interest in the industry, nor in the product, nor in the reprocessing, and we come here as doctors. We are, as doctors and scientists, we have no interest whatsoever. And you should mine all other minerals, but not uranium, because uranium mines are different and are dangerous and leave more problems. So in the end, the benefits which you have in the next 10 years will be eaten up by solving the problems which come afterwards.
We're talking about insulating that waste from the environment for 244,000 years. It has to be insulated from the environment. It's radioactive up to that point. Now, I think that as a human species, we've only been on the planet for a little bit over than that, something like 300,000 years. We've only had agriculture on our planet for 10,000 years, maybe 12,000 years. We've only had cities for about 5,000 years. There might be one or two exceptions, but in general, we are a new species as humans. We do not have the know-how to separate something from the environment for such a long-scale period. It is beyond our knowledge.
It's trying to project an image that nuclear is modern, it's high technology, that why should Africa be left out of all that? So it's the ideology of modernization of Africa. But we think that it's a false trail, because what would really suit Africa is a development path that is sustainable, not untenable in the long term.
Für Tansania ist ganz wichtig zu sehen, dass sie in einem Stadium sind, wo noch eine ganze Menge verhindert werden kann. Also die Folgen hier sind schon sichtbar, aber es ist in einer Phase, wo durchaus die Chance besteht, durch Widerstand in der Bevölkerung und politisches Lobbying und Konferenzen wie diese, wo auch Erfahrungen aus anderen Ländern reingebracht werden, aber noch was zu verhindern.
What is in the contract is what matters. We are seeing now they are facing a lot of problems because of gold mining, but that is within their contract. They are telling you this is what we signed in the contract. And because the contracts are secrecy, it is the government that knows. We are asking you, as government agency, you please tell us whether you know anything.
We discovered that people are complaining that they didn't know what was actually happening. Whereas it's actually the right of individuals and citizens to know what is happening in their community. But according to many people who were interviewed in this booklet, it was revealed that these people didn't know what was happening. They just saw people coming with machines and putting machines down and measuring things, and they didn't know exactly what was happening. They were wondering if uranium mining is going to come to their place, and they're also going to be told to vacate, to leave room for the mining companies that are coming to mine uranium. What is going to happen to them? So people are worried about their livelihoods. They are worried about their land. They are worried about the compensation, whether all these things are in place or whether they are going to be in place.
Ladies and gentlemen, the government of Tanzania recognizes that mining of uranium needs special measures to ensure that health and environmental risks of uranium are minimized.
We are very happy to host this conference in Tanzania due to the fact that we have discovered uranium, and we are looking forward to embark in mining the uranium. Uranium is new, but we have other mines, and we have a lot of problems as well in other mines, including, for example, TB, tuberculosis in some gold mines. We've been working with the communities there. The Ministry of Health has been fully involved there, and we are very transparent. There's no reason why we should hide such information. So I believe for uranium we'll do the same, so as to make sure that the population does not get the adverse effects. On my side, on the government side, we see no reason whatsoever to be secretive about this, because the sites are known. It's Bahi, it's Namtumbo. Yeah, the sites are very are known. There's no secret whatsoever about it, and I believe that being transparent is the best way to avoid whatever adverse effect might occur. Yeah.
Always the government have to say this way, but if they go to the implementation, it's complete difference. They'll never be transparent. Then there will not be transparent. So this is the language that to make you to understand, because you are coming today, tomorrow you are leaving. But the situation will be the same, because where they've been, if you are talking about transparent now, why he didn't make these things open since the beginning of this project? Not only Uranium project, there's also other projects. Always there's top secret.
What this industry likes to do is close down political space. It likes to talk about the dollars, not talk about the dangers, and only talk to the minister. What we need to do and what the community needs to do is always try and open the doors. Hey, what are you up to? What are you doing? What are you doing now? Who did you ask? What's your plan? How are you going to clean up? How much is it going to cost? What are we going to get? Have you thought about the water? All of those hundreds of questions need to be asked, and it is often smaller companies, junior companies with not a lot of expertise, not a lot of capacity or experience, no proven track record, and they are moving into Africa as an area of low governance, of what they think is low governance and a soft target, a low cost region to mine.
Here you see the changes in projection of the uranium production. The red line is the price, but it's the price in 2006, which was very high. And here you have for different years the projections, what the production would need to be. And they have gone down, 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 down.
Rather than fight with the government, it is a much better strategy to base your arguments on scientific evidence. The evidence is there. Uranium mining is risky for health-related consequences, and it's very risky business for on the investment point of view. The uranium prices, the uranium world market price will remain low for 5 or 6 years to come. And I think if the government, once the government starts to talk about these issues and they become more transparent, the resistance will grow.
Ich glaube, was erreicht worden ist, ist, dass die Regierung irgendwie reagieren muss. Ja, dass sie irgendwie sich anfängt zu bewegen. Und bisher ist das Thema immer völlig auf Regierungsseite unter den Teppich gekehrt worden. In der Öffentlichkeit schon länger nicht mehr. Die Zusammenarbeit mit den lokalen Organisationen wie Giuseppe hat ja schon vor 4 bis 5 Jahren angefangen. Und als wir im Dezember 2012 das erste Mal dort waren, haben uns die Leute gesagt, warum seid ihr nicht eher gekommen? Das ist das erste Mal, dass wir unabhängig von Leuten was über Uranbergbau erfahren und wie der überhaupt vor sich geht. Bisher haben wir nur die Propaganda von den Firmen bekommen.
People are losing their livelihood, you know, because of just one group of people that are interested in extracting your raw materials. So this is a great experience we learned from those people. This is an eye-opening for both we that works and those in the village. I believe at the end of this conference, from now on, their attitude toward acceptance with regards to mining companies, especially for heavy metals, will really change.
Und das ist gerade der entscheidende Punkt, der entsteht im Zusammenhang mit solchen Konferenzen, dass Menschen zusammenkommen, unabhängiges Wissen zusammenkommt und die Menschen vor Ort informiert werden und einfach ganz viel Unsicherheit genommen wird und gleichzeitig halt auch eine, sage ich mal, eine Entscheidungskraft von Menschen gefördert wird, die auch im Zusammenhang mit der letzten Konferenz in Bamako ganz, ganz entscheidend war, weil sich unheimlich viele Menschen dadurch sozusagen in ihren Problemen gesehen gefühlt haben und danach auch ihre Entscheidung treffen konnten. Ganz anders als das, was von Informationen von der Regierung kam, wie gesagt.
You know, we are going to the election 2015 And this is a very, very strategic procedure, because if we give more education to the people, they will try to change. If this pressure can be too much to the MP, really sure they can manage to bring back this decision again to the parliament.
We are talking about our lives here. We are talking about our future, our generations, our children that are coming next. We are talking about lives here. Life that cannot be, it cannot be bought in a market. You cannot go there and buy life. Life, once it's gone, it's gone. After listening to the experts and hearing all these dangers that are ahead of us, I am of the opinion that probably uranium mining may not necessarily be something that we need at this moment.